I've reviewed a lot of Pixar games all differing in quality, but today we are talking about a true dumpster fire or trash fire of a video game. The WALL-E game, it's about the same in quality as the Up video games, but whereas Up really had no potential as a video game, this had all the potential in the galaxy, but it all ended up in the trash can. So today let's talk about why the WALL-E game sucks. Now, like all Pixar games, this follows the plot of the movie, with again a few deviations, but for the most part it follows the same narrative. As for the graphics, just like the later Pixar games like Ratatouille, Asobo is the developer, and while the graphics are a bit better than the Ratatouille game, it still has the exact same issues such as too much blur, lifeless backgrounds and surroundings, and a lot of muted colors. Like the Ratatouille game, the WALL-E game fails to capture the vibrancy and energy of the movie. The gameplay itself is very lackluster. Most of the time you'll be doing the exact same things, such as throwing stuff at targets, solving puzzles to activate switches, trying to outrun something or catch up to someone or something, or try to get somewhere fast before the time runs out, and sliding through tight areas. It's not exciting or engaging in the slightest. The levels get tedious and repetitive very fast, and just like the Robots game have the exact same structure and formula with little to no variety. As for the controls, they're extremely dull, and that should not be possible when you have a laser at your disposal. Most of your moves consist of creating garbage cubes, throwing, laser shoots, and a few others like turning into a box, and some abilities like jumping far or using special abilities from certain cubes. Eve controls are a bit better if a little tricky. You can fly and shoot objects with her blaster, and while it's the same as WALL-E's shoot ability, hers a bit more satisfying. Nothing special, but at least a bit more enjoyable than the WALL-E levels. Most of the levels are very difficult, but unlike other games that are enjoyable, so the challenge is worth it. This game is boring, dull, and extremely bland, so it honestly feels like a waste of time trying to complete these levels. Just like the Ratatouille game, this has extremely depressing game over screens. This is a trend I'm glad Asobo stopped after this game, because these are a bit of a bummer. There are a few other levels after the final level based on the movie, but those are honestly throwaway levels. They just involve WALL-E chasing after Gopher to get the plant back. Nothing special. There is also a bonus level where you play as Eve flying through the Axiom, which I honestly enjoyed. Again, it wasn't anything special, but in a game where I found most of it bland and lame, I'll take anything that's slightly enjoyable. As for the boss fights, they are non-existent. The closest to a boss fight is at the point where you have to put the plant in the hollow detector. When the ship tilts over, you have to fight these steward bots that try to take the plant from you, and they come in waves. After you defeat all the steward bots, you get to put the plant in the hollow detector, and then it moves on to the point where WALL-E is broken, and you have to fly as Eve back to his place so you can repair him. It would have been nice if you got to fight Otto, especially since Disney Universe did that, but then again, nobody ever fought Otto in the movie, and he wasn't really defeated, he was just switched off, so it's honestly not that big a deal. So overall, guys, this game is trash. There was a lot of potential for a WALL-E game to be very enjoyable and fun, but just like a lot of other games, it's just another soulless tie-in game that only exists to cash in on the movie's success and nothing more. Nobody cared about making a good game here filled with passion and creativity. It was only made as an obligation from Disney and the shareholders, and nothing more, and it really shows in the final product. There is honestly no reason to play this game. There is little to no life, little to no energy, little to no excitement and fun, little to no creativity, and little to no memorability. This game should be thrown in the trash and never even thought about again. There are so many other games with so much more enjoyability and playability, and actually feel like they have effort put into them and are extremely satisfying to play through, with great levels, great moves and controls, and overall better presentation in both visuals and execution. And I can guarantee you'll have a lot more fun with those than this garbage pile of a game. It won't surprise me if I find a garbage cube with this game. A fate appropriate for a game literally about trash and garbage. So anyways, guys, what do you think about this game? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.